You've spoken out against Israel's brutal bombing of Gaza. You've faced an organized campaign of harassment that has impacted your work. If we're going to talk about journalism being under attack in the country and how we can support good, accurate journalism, we cannot ignore this reality. We need journalists who are going to speak up about what is happening in Palestine and Canada's role there. We were talking about an intense bombing campaign that has left roughly 30,000 Palestinians dead, mostly women and children. We also know that on average, 5 journalists or media workers are killed a week, the highest rate of journalist death since the Committee to Protect Journalists began recording this over 30 years ago. What can we do to create a climate where these voices are heard, where journalists don't rely on the passive voice to describe the death of Palestinians, where journalists don't have to fear losing their job for accurately reporting the horrors of war and genocide?
In terms of being able to criticize any side or speaking up for Palestinian rights in the face of what the ICJ has called a plausible genocide. If I had the solutions to how to make that happen, I think it has to come from a full societal push towards justice, which involves not just media companies, but also politicians. Also unions, keeping an eye on what is justice and what is how can we separate pressure groups from media and not allow any interference in the process of gathering information fairly and accurately on any side of any conflict. That has become a challenge right now on this particular issue. There is often a Palestinian exception to many free news gathering practices.